Hello, good morning or good afternoon. Wonderful to see you all here again. I'm Susie Valentine. I am a Theta Healing Master instructor and also a psychic, and I channel starseed energy. So today we will do free psychic readings for you. There have been quite a few questions submitted. If you're live, then you can put your questions in the chat and what we will do is we will first do some answers on the psychic readings, and then we will do a bit of channeling from the Zaladians. Now, last week we did that for the first time. Zaladians are a starseed, extraterrestrials, who have been contacting me for quite a while now. And I've been encouraged to share a little bit more about them, to channel a little bit about them. So we do that towards the end of the session today. Before we start with the psychic readings, again, if you're live, put your questions in the chat. And just something that's really important. With psychic readings, never give your power away. What we do with these readings, I use the Theta Healing technique to do these readings. And I basically connect to source energy, then scan your energy field and let you know whatever I'm picking up from your energy field. Now, certain things might completely resonate and it will really help you forward. Sometimes it can happen that some information comes out that might not resonate so much, or you might not be quite ready for that, or there is something that is kind of creating a block around receiving that information. Don't just take this on as the highest truth. Go internally, go into your heart and feel like, does this resonate with me? No matter if it's me or any other person, when they say stuff, does it resonate with me? If it does, take it on board and do something with it. If it doesn't, let it be. Because there are many different reasons why answers might or might not resonate with you. So remain in your power, really feel into it and decide yourself, what is helping me, what is empowering me, and what isn't. Yeah? Okay. So let's have a look. We are starting with Sweet Fairies. Hello, my name is Sandhya. I've submitted a question to the forum. Thanks. Let's have a look. Here is the question. So the question is, I would be grateful for some guidance about attracting my divine life partner. I wonder if there's a space for romantic relationships in my life, as I have been single for so long. Thank you. Let me have a look for you. Okay, Sandhya, what I see is, yes, there is, if you let it. What's been very clear is like, on some part you want it, but on the other side, there's also some things that your energy is like rejecting it to keep you safe. And there is like a fear of judgment around, like, if you connect with somebody, might there be a judgment from your new partner or from family or from people that are close to you? Will they judge your new partner, your relationship? So that's something to really feel into and see, like, what is there and what is holding me back here around the fear of judgment or potentially being judged, and how is that stopping me from attracting the relationship that I want? Now, what I'm also seeing is you are going through your own process at the moment. This process has been going on for a while, and you're learning a lot more about yourself, your inner growth, about like more of the internal things. And whilst going through that process, on some level, you might decide that you want a bit of space and time for you to go through whatever stuff, emotions, feelings that are coming up that you're going through, and you want to process and you want to kind of resolve. you can do this with a partner, but there is something in your energy that doesn't really want to open up to a partner around deep things just yet. It feels like you are discovering more of you. You're figuring out what it all means, and things will change quite significantly more, especially in this year where we, like the year of the fire horse that has started. It's a year that don't doubt too much, just take the action that you intuitively feel guided to. And then it's like what I see what could be very helpful for you is writing down what you're looking for in a partner. Be specific, how you'd like to feel, what you'd like to experience. And then also do a second thing that you write down, like what do you feel is blocking you from letting that energy and that new partner in? Be honest here. Don't just write down one or two things. Just really be honest. The more honest you are, then things can come to the surface and things can get resolved so that energy can shift for you to allow somebody in that resonates with you and that you resonate with. Does that make sense? Okay, so you did give an answer. Makes sense. I'm healing from a health issue, which is allowing me to learn a lot about myself. There is a fear of judgments from society if I would enter in a relationship, as I have been single for years. Yeah. Open up to a potential partner too. Yes, exactly. So there's a little bit of inner work that you can do for yourself to open up that space. Yeah. And then you set your intentions around very clearly what you're looking for, and then you let go. Then you allow the divine to work for you. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to the next person. So the next person is Viola. And if you are live and you have a question, just put it in. It's you, like I'm doing questions live. I'm doing questions from the form that was submitted. So Viola, Susie, thank you for your time. I would like to have clarification about my work. I was a childminder, but circumstances turn and I need to close it. Can I be successful as a childminder again? Let me have a look for you. Okay, first of all, Viola, what I see is you have worked hard to get where you are in life. You've worked hard to make this work, to make things a success, to start up things. And you've put a lot of love, time, energy into this. And it has been a road that's been up and down for you over the years. Not just about the childminding, life as well. And the childmind has been a real passion of yours. But there's also like other energies that are opening up, and it feels like you're starting a new divine timing. It doesn't mean that you can't do childminding, but it feels like you're meant to go into the direction of the divine timing that is coming. And that's why you're struggling at the moment with the childminding business. So again, like life is based on free will. If you really want something, you can do it. But if you're trying to like go up, like the image that I'm getting is like you're sitting in a boat on the river and you're rowing and rowing and rowing upstream, and you're making it way more difficult for yourself than it needs to be. You can just like turn around and let the river guide you, let it flow. And then actually really, really wonderful opportunities are going to open up. And within the divine timing, there is work with children happening. It feels like you're guiding children who are on some level. I don't know exactly how, but what I'm being shown is you're working with children in some capacity, especially your children who are highly sensitive and are picking up energies and things that parents don't necessarily know how to deal with. So the parents might say, no, that doesn't exist, or don't talk bullshit, or like you're talking rubbish, or whatever parents might say. And it can really feel as a judgment on the child, because the child or the children are picking up these energies. They might see things or hear things or sense things that others can't, because they're just more open, more sensitive. They're further evolved with their energies. And I see you doing something in that kind of direction. But it's different than the child minding you're doing at the moment. And you need to give it a little bit of time to unfold. And what's also what I'm hearing quite strongly here is to, how do you say this? Let me have a look. Yeah, to really feel into like, what am I excited about? What do I really want to do? If everything was possible, what would I do in life? How would I help the kids? I really hope this helps you. And I feel like if you feel because there's quite a lot changing, if you want a private session, go and have a look on Susie Valentine website, because there you can book a session for 30 minutes and we can really hone in more to what is exactly happening for you. It feels like there's quite a lot of shifts happening, so you might benefit from that. Feel into it. They're very reasonably priced. Not a must, but just something that you feel might resonate with you. Okay, I hope that helped you, Viola. Okay. Okay, Hemal Karambelkar. Sorry if I pronounced it. Hemal. Good. Thank you for clarifying your name. Hi. What I need to do in my life. I'm stuck in career. It never takes off. I have tried a lot of healing work, but things have not changed much in my life. Okay, let me have a look for you, Hemal. Okay, first of all, Hema, what I see is, yes, you have been doing quite a lot of like spiritual work and different modalities or healings. And actually, like you say, nothing has changed. But when I scan your energy, there's definitely a lot of shifts that I can see in there. It feels like you've worked a lot in your ancestral line. Like the ancestral line, there's a lot of like beliefs that has been passed down. Now, the way I believe it works is and this is within Theta Healing, right? This is what we teach within Theta Healing is you have beliefs on 4 different levels. The core level are beliefs that are created within this lifetime. Then you have the genetic line level. And there are beliefs that have been passed down through the ancestral line. So it means that, for example, if you might see that within you see certain patterns, but these certain patterns are the same within your mom or dad or your grandparents, and it's kind of being passed down, these beliefs. And that can also be around fears or around traumas or around other subconscious beliefs, right? Then the third level is the history level, and that are beliefs that are either in the collective consciousness that we are influenced by, because energetically we're influenced by a lot. It can be beliefs that are more than 7 generations old. It can also be beliefs that we've picked up from past life memories. It doesn't mean it has to be your past life. Everything has an energy imprint. So if you go to something that's very old and you touch it, you could pick up an energy imprint if there's a lesson for you there, and that could bring additional beliefs into your belief system subconsciously. And then you have the soul level, and the soul level is kind of the deepest part within you that you also hold beliefs. Now, what I see with you, Hamon, is you actually have done a lot of work, especially on the ancestral line. And what I also see is like a lot of beliefs have kind of been pushed forward to be resolved at a later stage. And we are, because we are at the end of like an energetic time, we're moving into the Aquarius time. Now we need to we can't just push them forward anymore. It's time to resolve it, and that's why there's so much inner work being done. That's why a lot of healing modalities. It's not that woo woo. It's becoming more mainstream. It's becoming more accepted. People are meditating. People are doing different healing modalities, and you've done quite a lot of this stuff. But the reason, this is what I'm being shown, the reason why you feel that nothing has changed for you is you do this stuff with a certain expectation that the outcome has to be this. Now, sometimes you do the healing work and the outcome might be here, or here, or here, or here. And it's like, no, I feel the outcome had to be this. It didn't reach that. I didn't get what I wanted, so nothing has changed in my life. Well, actually, that's not completely true. When I scan your energy, there's a lot of tidying up in the energy. There's a lot of release energy. There's a lot of shifts in belief. You're working a lot on the ancestral line. And it's almost like it's time to be proud of what you have achieved. It's time to be proud of all the work you have done, because you've done a lot. And there's a little bit of shift in mindset needed. So can I give you a few downloads? Is that okay? So Hemo, and anybody else who would like these downloads can say yes. Hemo, is it okay for you to show you what it feels like to be proud of yourself, and that it's safe to be proud of yourself? What it feels like to accept yourself, and that you're allowed to accept yourself, and that it's safe to accept yourself. Is that okay? Okay, can the creator show you that it's safe to succeed, that you're allowed to succeed? And what it feels like to be joyful, what it feels like to be happy, and that you're allowed joy and happy energy in your life, and how to attract that. And you like that, just say yes. Yeah. Okay. The main thing, again, what's being shown here is expectations versus what you're getting, what is appearing in your life. And the message that I'm getting is, let go of the expectations of what the outcome has to be. And then, but set your intentions. Set your intentions, what you're looking for, what you want in life, and then let go and be grateful for the different things that come and appear on your life. Because when you approach it from that direction, you're not only looking at this is what I'm expecting, this is what it has to be. You're starting to open up to a lot of different opportunities that have been there and will be there and will keep coming, that you might have not been aware of, because the focus was only on that expectation. Okay, let me know if that resonates with you. So that's something I'm being very clearly guided for you to focus on. And then the last thing was, you feel stuck in your career. Let me have a look. Okay, the reason why you feel stuck in your career is because you're, sorry to be quite blunt here, but you're ignoring the signs. You're ignoring the direction that your spiritual team is guiding you to. It's almost like your spiritual team is guiding you here, but you're like, no, I want that. And you keep pushing into a direction that your head wants to go into instead of your heart. So the message here is, feel into your heart. What really makes you happy? What gives you joy? What brings you passion? And start exploring that. Start, like, if you are feeling like you need to do this, go and explore it. And it doesn't mean that you need to do major changes, bit by bit, step by step. But start listening a little bit to that and try it out. See how it goes. I hope that helps you. Okay. Okay, can we do one more download? Can we also show you, and everybody else who wants it, what it feels like to have joy in the things you're passionate about, that you're allowed to do the things you're passionate about, and that it's safe to do the things you're passionate about. That it's possible to live a life of plenty, live a life of abundance, also when you do the things you're passionate about. Would you like that? Just say yes if you want it. And this also helps or works when you watch the replay. Okay. You're very welcome, Hemel. Okay, Viola. Hi, Susie. May I ask you, I have to make decisions about the investment that's been a mess. Should I trust my broker and complete the things? Viola, I feel like I don't have enough information here to give you yes or no answers because the energies are very muddled. But what I do here is hold off on making rush decisions. Don't make any rush decisions. Don't give your power away. Take a step back, go and have a nice bath or a shower, do a little meditation, then connect to your heart and feel what it's being like, what you feel like. What is the guidance there that your spiritual team is giving you? And that will give you probably a lot more clarity. Don't make decisions out of stress or rush. That's not helpful. Okay, I hope that helps. So Aditi Bodola. Hi. In regard to my career, I would like to know what changes are happening within the next 3 to 4 months. Is there any particular guidance for me that can help me navigate this time related to my career? Okay, let me have a look. Okay, Aditi, when I scan your energy, it feels like you want to kind of speed up that timeline of making changes, doing things, taking action. But when I scan the energy, it's like allow it to unfold, but remain stable. Stability, certainty is going to be quite important. Allow it to remain stable, allow it to unfold for you. Instead of like taking control and take lots of action, it's like let go into that flow, ride the wave. So it's more, instead of taking lots of actions in terms of changing or doing things, it feels much more about ride the wave. Okay. All right. So we've got Joelle. The question is, what is my purpose? Please be specific. Thank you. Let me have a look. Okay. The first thing that I hear is be joyful and happy and follow your passion. It will bring you to what you're meant to do. Now, when I scan your energy, there is a bit of tension around this. There is like an energy that is like, I don't know if demanding is the right word, but it's like quite strong. That's like, I want to know what my purpose is. I want to have clarity. I almost want it to be written on a piece of paper so I can move forward. And it's really like quite tense. And it's like, I need this clarity. I want this clarity. And the message that I'm getting from creating is like, loosen up, let it go. You will get, okay, as humans, we're on earth to evolve. So everything we do in life is like a stepping stone to the next step. But also a lot of us want certainty, clarity, because when we have that certainty, when we have that clarity, we can keep the control. And being uncertain, letting go of control might freak us out because we don't know what's coming and we can't necessarily prepare for it from a place of the mind. And that's the entire shift that we're going through, is to be much more heart-centered. Because when we connect to our heart, when we connect to our intuition, it's much more guiding us in the exact moment where we are. what steps to take, what things to focus on, how to align with the energy that is there, so we can flow, so we can be joyful, so we can do what we're meant to do. And let's have a look. Oh yeah. Okay, the next thing is, sometimes we have things in our purpose or things in our divine timings that if we know them too early, we can get completely out of balance. Why? Because the head might be, that's not possible, or I've got no clue how I'm going to do that. And then we can start feeling that pressure. Well, there's no need for that pressure, because over the years we can develop so quickly that we can't even imagine with our minds. And then once we are a couple of years further, then it just flows. The thing, if we would have known it years earlier, we would have been completely freaking out. But a couple of years later, things have happened on our path. We have grown, we have developed exactly the right people, exactly the right tools, exactly the right modalities, whatever it is, has come in your path that allows you to really make a difference in the way you're meant to do. So what I'm trying to say here, the guidance I'm getting is, please let go of I need to know exactly, and allow yourself to, if that feels right for you, if it resonates, to get comfortable with knowing your next few steps. When you just follow every time the next few steps that are coming on your path, you will go in the right direction and it will all work out really well. So the next few steps, what I see for you, Joelle, what would really be helpful is starting to allow that creativity to flow a little bit. The energy is quite structured. It has to be this. You like to know the steps. You like to have a plan and organize it all. And what I'm being shown is allow more of the creativity in. So go and do some things that starts unlocking your creativity, that start the energy to flow more. Instead of having to go in very specific steps, allow it to flow and allow it to be that energy. And then the creativity can come in, the ideas can come in. You can show more of you. You're going to discover a part of yourself that you might not even be so aware of, because it's been almost like hidden a little bit, or not being so much to the surface. There might have been a few beliefs around it that kept it like underneath the surface. And that creativity energy is ready to be released. Let's say it that way. It's ready to be released. So yeah, go and explore your creative sides. This can be things like doing like anything with your hands, any kind of sculptures or anything else that you do with your hands that you can make. It can be painting. It can be like doing photographs. It can be anything related to sports, going into nature. It's not restricted, but it's allowing. What it is you following your hunches, you're following your energy flow, you're going to take action that you feel excited about, that you have like this little nig of, oh, I'm curious, let's try it out, instead of I don't see how it fits in this bigger picture, so I'm not available for that. Yeah, let that go and follow, take these first few steps, and you will find out more and more around your purpose in life. Okay. Brigitte, I'm sorry if I pronounce it incorrectly. Hi there. What can you see for my career? I'm an entrepreneur, spiritual coach, and also work with cards. But I feel something is coming, but I'm stuck. My name is Brigitte or Barty. Okay, let me have a look. Yes, you're spot on that stuff is coming. It's almost like a new creative flow is opening up. And it feels like you need to have a little notebook and write down your new ideas, your new things that are coming in, because there's going to be a period where quite a lot of information is going to come in. There's a lot of different energies around you, and all of them want to contribute something towards your next steps. And it's almost like, okay, the way to that you could do is write it down whenever it comes. If it's in your phone, if it's in a notebook, whatever works for you. You don't have to take action on them all. Please don't, because it will be way too overwhelming. But when you just start writing down without judgment, because you don't need to know how it fits within the bigger picture, write it down. Keep writing things down whenever they come up, and at some point you can connect with your heart, or like however it works for you, that guidance, and go through them one by one and feel like, does this one resonate with me? Does that one resonate with me? Which one am I most excited about? And you start then to go into a direction that's going to unfold more for you. This process is going to take a little bit of time. Don't rush it. Allow 6 to 9 months for it to develop the next things. What I see is you, on some level, you will keep offering what you're doing, but there's going to be an extension on stuff that you're doing because you are growing. And after you are more solidified in that new information, in that newer offering, you can start letting go some of the older ones that resonate less with you. But it feels like keep offering what you're doing, because that's actually like what you offer does help people. But you are changing, so your offering will change over time. But don't just stop one thing to allow the new energy in. Keep that going, what you're already doing. Allow the new energy in, and at some point you will feel like, hey, I'm ready to let go of this one now, or I'm ready to let go of that one. And you'll move more into that newer energy that is coming to you. Okay, so your response? Exactly, that's what I already am doing now. That's great to hear. That's what I also feel, both things in the beginning. Well said. I'm glad it resonated. Thank you for the confirmation. Okay. Brigitte, you might have a few things that you become aware of, certain information that can throw you out of balance a little bit. You're like, wow, I don't know how to deal with this. I don't think this is true. I don't know how this could have been hidden for so long, or something in that kind of direction. It doesn't have to be, but it might happen that something can throw you out of balance a little bit. You don't need to convince other people. You don't need to share directly whatever information is coming. Do it at the time that is right for you. And if you ever need any further guidance, then like there's things that I can help you with through my website. Go to Susie Valentine and see if you feel like, if there's stuff that's coming and you feel like you need some extra guidance, again, a session might be helpful there. But see how it pans out. See how it pans out and how you're dealing with the different things. Because sometimes some information, there's more and more information that's revealed. Especially people who are sensitive, they're getting more. It's then about realigning that energy. And you're not the only one, Brigitte. There will be more people who are going to watch this and feel like that's also what's happening to them. And just know you don't have to do this all yourself, because there's an entire process there that can be a little bit more challenging. So either finding people around you who can help you, or some spiritual teacher, people you resonate with, you feel like you can trust, that can help you. To find your balance. Again, that's it feels like you know what to do. But yeah, just know you don't have to do it all alone. There are people already that can help you there. Good. Maybe I already had that experience. Yeah, you might have had some, but it feels like there's going to come a little bit more in that direction. Okay. Who is next? Kristen. Just going to cleanse the energy again. Okay, Kristen. Hi, Susie. I'm ready to move forward with the expansion of my vision for a business. My wish is to show love to each individual, each broken or shattered heart, or anyone who seeks. I have difficulty. Let me have a look for you, Kristen. Okay. Kristen, people are experiencing what they are experiencing because on some level their soul wants to learn something or wanted to have a certain experience. Not everybody is ready to let go of the hardship yet. Not everybody wants to change the situation that they are in. That doesn't mean we can't help them, because we can. But be very much aware here. You have a certain level of energy. What do you want your energy to focus on? Do you want to help people who are ready to shift? They will be a lot easier to help. They can be very deep. They can have lots of stuff happening. But when they're ready, they will shift like that. And you can really, really make 100% difference in their life. Well, sometimes there are people, they're going through their stuff, but they're just not ready to let go yet. They're not ready to shift yet. On some level, subconsciously, they want to hold on to that energy for whatever reason that might be. They can get all the help in the world, but it becomes very difficult to pull them out because they are resisting. There are processes that they still need to go through in order to raise their vibration and to get ready to let go. So what I see for you is be really clear on, instead of wanting to help everybody, it doesn't send out a message that people can really relate to. Be a little bit clear on who do you want to help? What specific emotions or what specific benefits are you gonna give the people that you want to help? When you become more clear, that energy becomes more focused, and then people who have a vibrational match with that will connect with you, or you will attract them in. But if your focus is too broad, that energy is broad, and it becomes very difficult to find vibrational matches because people have a certain energy and it needs to match a certain frequency. Does that make sense? And then there was a second, processing how to charge money for something that was given freely to me. Maybe you know some answers. People who do guest service, people who do phone calls, people who sell things, people who do handiwork, they have gifts given to them and they charge for that. The gardener uses his hands to do your garden. They charge for it. It was a gift that was given to them. You have the gift of spiritual awareness, of skills, of knowledge, of being able to channel, or whatever it is, that spiritual work that you're doing. You've been giving for that, but you've also been working to develop that. It's a gift, but it's also knowledge, it's a skill, and people are willing to pay for it when there's like value that you're giving, which you do. But you need to do the belief shifting, the belief work within yourself. If you're a Theta healer, you can do Theta healing belief work on that. If you're not, go within and set the intention that you resolve these things, because these are beliefs charging for spiritual work. It's old beliefs. It's many generations old. It's an old collective thing as well. When you shift these beliefs, you can charge for your services, whatever you want, whatever aligns with you. But that's something, it's beliefs there. Okay. Good. I'm going to do a few more questions, but then I'm also going to go to the other few questions that I have from the form. And then in about 10 minutes, we're going to do a bit of Ziladian channeling. You're welcome, Kristen. I'm glad you can work with that. Creator 8, how to decide the best way possible on operational questions, organizational, technical, regarding our human development project. Okay, this is Richard. Okay, Richard, what I hear here is let go of the mind. All these things, you are making it yourself a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Start easy, start simple, start flowing with the things. What is an idea that's popping up in your head? Go and do that idea. You don't need to invest hugely. You don't need to have all these big operational things. You don't need to have the technical things. Start with a little bit of service that you're excited about. That's what you need to focus on. When you start focusing on that, that's how the business starts. More people start connecting. People start relating to you. And from there, when that keep doing that, and when that grows, bits can be added to it. I run from head to heart for the last 5 years. That was a proper business, full systems, everything in place. Not from day one, over time it grew. Now I'm shifting to Susie Valentine, and I've de-skilled pretty much everything and really started with a super lean base, because this is a new energy, a new business. From head to heart, still going, but in a different way. But I don't need everything that I used to have with this other business. This one wants to be flexible. It's still forming. It's like it goes a little bit this direction, a little bit that direction. And the more services I offer, the more people I help, the more of a direction it will get, the more clarity I get. Keep doing that, then over time I will add things in the IT, in the organizational structure, in the product offering, in the types of courses. But these kind of things unfold over time. So what I hear for you is go and do the service, connect, be out there so people can see you, resonate with you, connect with you. Over time, things can be added. I hope that helps. So keep it very, very simple and flexible. Okay. So the next question is Shaital Soot, Life Coach 9774. How does my career look like? What would I be excelling in? And what steps should I be taking? You either had a career shift or there's a career shift coming. No need for drastic action. But it's again following what you're excited about. If you're really excited, like if you haven't had your career shift yet, keep your job for now or keep your career the way you're having it, and go and explore where your other questions are, what you're excited about, and on the side start doing that, building it, forming it, having fun with it. Then it will grow. It's more spiritual energy that's going to come in. You're going to do quite a bit with energies. It's fun, but it's different. Like what will really help you is to allow your imagination to run wild. That means whenever, like, there will be sessions that you're doing whereby you activate more of your imagination. And instead of putting a cap on it, of what might be possible or might not be possible, is let it run wild. If everything was possible, like humans could like steer fire, or we could move the water, or whatever it is, like we could transport to different planets in the universe. Whatever comes up, like allow that to unfold. That will really, really unlock things. So what I really hear for you is imagination should run wild. There's some drawing, there's some art with that, and there is some kind of experiences with it. But for the time being, if you haven't had the career shift just yet, keep going with what you're doing and let this flow on the side until you have more clarity. I hope that helps. Okay. Tainita? Hi there. I've been unemployed for some time. Will I find a job soon, please? It feels like, Tainita, that there's a little bit of inner work to be done around having a job. It feels like a job feels like it's taking your freedom away. It feels like a little bit of a prison energy, a job. And if there's a connection between that, on a subconscious level, you will be like rejecting a job for making it in a way that the job doesn't fit for you. So what I hear here is connect to your heart, feel into it, and really either write down or fill in, what does a job represent? Don't judge, be honest. The more honest you are, the better and easier this will resolve. Write down, what does a job mean to you? How will it limit you? Why are you having resistance on some level, maybe not consciously, but subconsciously, on having a job? How is it going to change your life? And there's something around freedom there. When you resolve that, it will be very easy to get a job, and you will actually get a job that brings you a lot of joy. That you feel like, oh, I should have done this a lot earlier. Okay. Next question. Kripali. Okay, how is it serving me to live in lack and scarcity, having no income or access to family, finances, and living in a narcissistic relationship? Why is that I'm unable to transform my situation? Okay. Okay, when I scan your energy, it feels like, do you on some level feel like, maybe consciously or subconsciously, that you need to be punished either for who you are, what you have done, like things that happened in life? Or has it been that family has been saying that to you, that you need to be punished, or that you will be punished if you do certain things? Because that's kind of an energy that I'm picking up, and it locks you in to not energetically, to not take action, or to not like have the ideas or letting it flow to shift your situation. So can we do a few downloads around that? Can we complete any vows as energetic contracts through Creator? And anybody else who wants this also, of course, you can say yes to it. That you need to be punished for who you are, for what you have done, for living on Earth, for deciding to incarnate on Earth. Can we complete all of that through the Creator and send it into the Creator's light? Is that okay? Can we complete any vows or energetic contracts that you need to be locked in? That you are locked in, and that is your destiny for this life? Can we complete that through Creator and release it and send it into Creator's light? And you need to answer yes if you want to have this released. And now can we show you that you're a powerful being and you're allowed to be powerful, and how to be responsible with your energy and your powers, and what that feels like, and that it is safe for you. You like that? Say yes. Okay. Can we show you that you have free will? And can we show you that you can make your decisions in your life that feel right for you? And how to create a life on your terms without being rejected, and what it feels like to have a life of financial abundance. And that it's possible and allowed to take action in that direction without being punished for that, without being rejected for that, without being abandoned for that. Is that okay? If you want that, just say yes. Make sure you breathe through this so the energy can shift. And can the creators show you that you're guided by your spiritual team and how to listen to your spiritual team, how to connect to your spiritual team, how to feel them, and how to allow your intuition to guide you there as well, because your spiritual team connects a lot with your intuition. Would you like to know what that feels like and that is possible for you? Okay. I hope this helps you. We have the last question. Emma. Hey, Susie. It is time for a new job. I found one to apply to. Or is it a distraction? Is it time to launch my offerings? Perhaps both. Or the same jobs plus offerings? Any guidance? Okay, Emma. You actually, when I look into your energy, you have different directions you can go into. It's not like one direction is fixed. And if you are getting really excited about the new job, go and apply for it. If it feels aligned, if it feels nice. If you want to start more of your launch some of your own offerings, you can do that, but don't let go of the job. You need to do it in addition to, but it feels like the launch of the offerings, it's a little bit further down the line. Again, it's your own choice, but it feels like you're developing and growing in a certain direction still, that there's other awarenesses, that there's beliefs being shifted, you're doing a lot of the inner work, and it's not complete yet. So you can start launching things, but it won't flow as easily as that you complete this inner journey. We never really complete the inner journey, but progress with the inner journey a little further. And at some point you feel like, yes, now is the time. I feel like I'm ready to do my offerings, or I feel like I'm launching to do some of my own work. It feels a little bit further down the line, but you can tap into that yourself if this resonates. Yeah, and there's like I see 3 different options for you. So yeah, if the job resonates with you, why not give it a shot? Go through the process, see what happens, because irrespective if you get it or not, the process can really bring in new awarenesses and give you different insights about you and about the system. That's what I hear about the system as well. Because a lot will be changing there. I hope that helps. Okay. Okay. Life Coach 9774. You said, I left my job at the end of 2021. Now I'm a life coach and tarot reader. What else can I add? It will come on your path. It's not about needing to know the specific thing right now. Go and set the intention to have clarity for your next steps and see what comes across. You don't even need to search. It will find you. And act upon what excites you, what you're passionate about, what you enjoy, and then it will come on your path. Yeah, no doubt there. Okay, I'm gonna invite these Zeladians in. So the Zeladians is a starseed that has been contacting me for since quite a while now, and they've been asked to be able to speak a little bit through these sessions at the end. So if you're okay with that, I will do a little bit of channeling from them. Now, just be aware, my voice will change, my body language might change. Is there energy coming through, my energy stepping back? So it might sound a little bit weird, yeah? It's just part of what it is. Hello again. Thank you for your time and the opportunity to be present again during this session. We love to connect with you. We are grateful for sharing our message and sharing a little bit of information that we are feeling called to share, because we believe it can really help you, empower you, and guide you into the direction of your next steps. We will share a little bit of information about some changing energies that could be useful to be aware of. Be aware that some of the energies on Earth are changing very drastically. And some will be revealed, some truths will be revealed, some actions of people will be revealed, and it will be very easy to judge them. What we are here to say is, yes, some of the things that have been done were, as you see it on Earth, completely not right. They were wrong. They hurt people. They took a lot of wealth from people. They took money from people that couldn't afford to lose it. They took joy, they took part of people's lives, and sometimes they have taken many lives. What we are here to say is, yes, you are probably right with some of the information that will come out. Some of the information will not come out, but you might sense it. But it's very easy to judge, especially if you get just the perspective that you are getting. But on another level, judgment isn't gonna help. Judgment isn't resolving anything. What you can also do is become aware of the information without going into significant judgments, and raise beyond these low vibrations that are being spread. It doesn't mean that you accept them, but when you raise beyond them, new solutions will be given to you on how to improve the energies on Earth, on how to find solutions for the painful things, the wrong things that have been happening on your planet. Just be aware that some people who might have been exposed about the acts that they have done, it has not just been them. There is an entire network beyond that they have been influenced by, sometimes been manipulated by, sometimes been set up by. So it's good to become aware. It's good to know more about the truth. But fighting fire with fire creates more fire. Raise beyond it. Accept what happened, because acceptance energy allows you to move forward. It doesn't mean that you need to agree. You can accept without agreeing or approving. what has been done. But when you raise beyond, information will come to you on how to make the world a better place, how to change some of the structures that are crumbling, and how to find solutions that will resolve things that you never thought would be possible to resolve this easily. When you go into judgment, it becomes harder and harder to find solutions because your energy is lower. It's fighting, it's judging, it's not allowing solutions in. The solutions that are meant to come to Earth, to shift, to change, to raise the vibration on Earth. Do you understand what we are saying? It's not necessarily an easy thing. It requires certain virtues that takes time to learn, to really understand. And it also takes time to actually implement these. Some of these virtues are forgiveness, compassion, solution-oriented, unconditional love, no matter what people have done, clarity, and some more. It also requires you going within to raise your vibration so that you can shift, so that you can inspire others and shift together and really change things on Earth. You are hearing this because you're ready for this. And on some level, you know what to do as long as you follow your intuition, your higher guidance, and keep connecting to your heart, source energy, and also have the filter whereby you filter out the energies that have the right intention and the energies that might be a little manipulative or trying to distract you. So be aware, but set yourself the intention that you know at the right time, that you be in the right place, and that you can help Earth, humanity, and the people you're meant to help in the right moment, in the right way. If there are questions around this, leave a comment in the chat or put it in the forms for next week, and we can address this further. That was all from us. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being open for this information. Feel if it resonates with you. Don't worry about it. Just hearing it, allowing it to be, will allow the things to activate automatically whenever that's meant to happen. No specific action needed just right now. Your intuition and your higher guidance and your spiritual team will guide you whenever applicable. Thank you for your time, and we will see you back next week. Goodbye. All right. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. I hope this helped you, and we'll be back next week at 12 p.m. UK time on Monday. Have a wonderful week, everybody. And if you feel you need a little more guidance, if you want to have a private session with the Pleiadians, or if you want to have a psychic reading session with me, all the information can be found on susievalentine.com, and we can support you further. With that, have a wonderful week, everybody.